Alright, we are live again. Sorry, the phone died. The good phone died. We've heard that the audio is fucked on this one, but we're gonna give it a friggin' shot here. So I apologize if the audio quality is bad, but we already got a jackhammer going, so the audio quality is fucked, whether we want it to be or not.
We're still the lion.
Yeah. Germanic Trash, it's back up. Welcome, Germanic Trash. All right.
That's Germanic Trash. The audio's okay.
Germanic Trash, is the audio okay?
How's it going with the YouTube stream, bud?
It's going good. Yeah.
We have a good for you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, none dare
like
call it treason. Hey man, this is a great dig.
We got books over here too.
We got a bunch of books.
I can hear you. Great. Are you like, do you know about us, or are you just stopping in?
Yeah, my name's George.
All right. Do you mind if I put you on the thing, or do you not want to be?
At all.
Okay. Hey, George.
The reason why I came here was because of it.
Hey, welcome. Good to meet you, George. How you doing? And look at what George gave us here. We got None Dare Call It Treason by John A. Stormer. This is a classic of anti-communist literature, and it is a very excellent copy. Thank you so much. Where'd you find this?
It was one of my dad's.
Oh, whoa.
Thank you. And the irony is that he himself is like an anarchist, so it's sort of, I don't know why he had it, but it was one of the books that he was going to give away, like to Salvation Army, and I picked it out.
Right on.
Yeah, plus a bunch of old plays.
Right on. Well, you know, we've got our whole setup here. We just got started going again because our live stream fucked up.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Now everybody always thinks that we're getting shut down by the cops, but all we got was a $65 ticket.
Yeah, that's fucking good.
It sucks, man.
Extortion, and then you have the people doing CDs, that's unofficial extortion.
Yeah, we got shown up by one of those guys this morning. Like, a guy came and yelled at us, and then
tell him to fuck off.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got to do when you're like out on the street. You got to tell a lot of people to fuck off.
Yeah.
Why did it go down? Sorry, I'm talking to the chat. What even happened with the last stream? Why did it go down? The phone fucked up, and it's currently getting power. Oh yeah, so I'm going to show off a little bit of the street here. I mentioned earlier that there was a shop called Canada Goose that plays goose calls. This is the line for Canada Goose, and they sell $1,000 winter coats. Menthol Gold, welcome back, my friend. Yo. So those people are in line to buy a very expensive, very high quality coat. And meanwhile, we've got publisher of Dagger, Matt, right here. And we've got, oh, sorry. We've got the magazine for sale with the beautiful Billy Norby front and back cover. Got a little bit of records. And then we got Matt's new series. The way that he does these is he just does a simple Google image search and then say sorry to someone on the street. Beta move, bro. Municipal tap water, keeping us honest. So he just reproduces with ink and gouache these images that he pulls off the internet, and they're loosely themed. Sometimes he'll do like muscle men. You got Ziegfeld Follies girls in the back here. Obviously, this one's kittens, and it's just a giant ass fucking painting hanging out in the middle of the street. And all the tone and everything is done with house paint. So that's our setup. Dagger magazine, selling on the streets, live in SoHo, live and direct, with shitty technology that's gonna fuck up, and people will wonder if we got jacked by the fucking government. But so far, all we got was a $65 ticket, a $65 parking ticket. That's a significantly lower cost than a goose coat. He will not divide us. I agree, Wave Pain.
Oh yeah, that was a great time.
Yeah, Well, it's getting started up again. Do you have any thoughts on...
In New York again, or are they... Because I don't think he had the balls to do that after what happened last time.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf, yeah. No, he's not doing it in New York. I was just talking about the election in general.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we're coming in on the next...
When it comes to that, I'm not sure what's going to happen. What I know is that the Democrat Party doesn't have their shit together really.
Yeah. No, they're tearing each other apart. It's sad to see, honestly. But I'm looking forward to another election cycle.
Are you telling me that Elizabeth Warren is not motivating you to rush to the polls?
No, never did. Never did. Man, Boomer mother does.
Yeah. United we doth. Ayo. Yeah. What's up, man? All right. So if the audio is okay, we're just going to keep this going for a while because I think we got a lot of charge on this phone, and the video quality should be better.
Who cares?
Who cares? Who cares about video quality? Yeah, Doak Snurd. That's a weird like country record.
I thought it was Snurd, not Snurd.
Yeah.
Actually, how much for this one?
I don't know, $5.
I can do that.
Right.
Oh, fucking A.
You're the man.
Oh, do we have cash to make change for that?
No, but I can go get
Alright.
Yeah.
Or just we got PayPal by any chance?
PayPal? How do I do that?
You know what? Honestly, I'm not. Thanks for coming out, man. Take the fucking record. No problem.
Actually, if you're gonna give that to me, I've got this as well.
Oh my God! Look at that.
It's a bolo tie.
It's a bolo tie agate. You know Richard Shaver, the writer Richard Shaver?
No, that's right on.
So Richard Shaver was convinced that the world is actually run by these mysterious dwarf creatures that live underground called the Dagger, and they shoot mind control rays up through the street, which make people act counter to their best interests.
Yeah.
For example, when Elizabeth Warren did her first campaign speech in Iowa, and she's an economic populist who should be able to pop off with a depressed, middle-class white community, which she was doing, when she was talking on the Dr. Phil show. She talked to a lot of middle-class people about economic anxiety. Very successful populist message. It really worked for Trump. And instead, she spent her entire speech talking about race politics, which let's not say that these are both these are good approaches for different audiences. But if you're going to start your campaign in Iowa and you're talking about race politics to a primarily Caucasian audience, in this instance, Elizabeth Warren was being controlled by the Dagger, who were making her brain work backwards to the way that it should have worked.
I think I can see some of that.
Yeah.
In that little puzzle, I think they've got some of the ways.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, but the Shaver,
Yeah.
you used to think that they would put messages inside of agates and stuff
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
that's the reason I brought it up, is that Richard Shaver believed that rocks like this were actually art from vanished Atlantis.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for this priceless piece of Atlantean art.
A lot of people who believe things like that about lithic artifacts, believing that things were made by hand when they were made by nature, such as the neoliths.
Yeah.
Which people use in millions of years ago.
Underwater round balls that they found, like that. They found these balls underneath the water. They call it
Balls underneath the water?
water balls.
Water balls.
Yeah, water erosion, stuff like that.
That's awesome. Hey, could you take the thing I'm going to put on the bowler? Yeah.
There we go. Sadly, the plastic isn't the best, mostly because of the material of the tube.
Yeah, what do you care?
Yeah.
I am an old bowler tie hand, but I've never had one this full. There we go. And if anybody, we're going to just live stream.
Yeah, Richard Shaver shout out.
Richard Shaver is the man. And eventually, we will have on this program an interview with Mr. Doug Skinner, Richard Shaver researcher, and his comics were featured in...
We actually have almost a complete run of the Shaver Mysteries that was re-released in the 1960s, 30 years after it was published.
Here we go. How pleasant to know Mr. Skinner. Beautiful comics artwork. If anybody has not ordered Dagger magazine, you like what we're doing, you like the stories and whatever, give it a shout out. Go to daggermag.com. We got the stories and magazine. Yeah. Sail fish over. Yeah, so where's you at, man? Yeah, so where's you at, man?
I'm at around 50.
Right on.
Good.
Yeah, no, at some point, you know, like, do you have a, like, can I write down my email for you? Like,
Sure.
I'll let you know we were hanging out for Thursday or come back. Anybody who has a number called
There's the ticket. Yeah, so if anyone else is in the New York area, come on by. Doting around SoHo.
But thank you so much for coming on. And for all those little gifts and everything. All right. Dagger readers.
Come on down.
Come on down. We're selling records. You can get a $1,000 coat. You can get a $1,000 coat. Hey, let's
The goose noises stopped since they fucking had the line.
I guess they just play the goose noises while the place is closed. That's not annoying. Do you want to just get back into this in here and go for a while?
Yeah, sure.
Never expected the pleasure of Richard Shaver getting brought up. Richard Shaver is the American William Blake. Richard Shaver is very important. Oh. Your battery is low too.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so we're gonna go as long as we can. Battery's gonna run out, but I think we might do another. You know, it won't be on the street, but we'll show you around the Dagger studio tonight. I'm sorry, the jackhammer is our it's our fun Logan Paul-like character, and everybody's asking, where's the fucking jackhammer?
He did his job.
He did his job, and now it's gone. Back to the classic side chair angle. Steve Boyardee reference. Seriously though, where do dwarfs come from? Huh. I don't actually remember where the Dagger comes from. I think they have a complicated genealogy as a monstrous race.
No, they came to because of their exile. They were like more Atlantic before, and they separated into two races and they went to the Subterranean realm.
They went to the subterranean realm. And just started fucking people up. Just fucking them off. You know?
I know, we should run a raffle, like a
brand new boa pack.
See if anybody on the Dagger wants to get some of those classic Richard Shaver mysteries.
Yeah, if anybody wants, can hardly hear you too. Yeah, the audio is a little fucked on this machine, but we're going down our steps of phones. If anybody else, like, is this better if I just lean in? We're kind of out of options.
Well, if you can't hear it, then you can't ask them if they can hear it.
Jim Goad fan? Yeah, I like Jim Goad. I really like Answer Me magazine, like a lot.
You think they can't hear it?
I just turn you guys up. It's fine now. Sneed. Hey, George Whittleback, Lorraine McLaren Hoop. Welcome back.
nice for you to come down.
Yeah, it's nice having people come down. Everybody's welcome. Yo, what's the best Tintin? I'll throw that to you.
Was it the Broken Clock? The one where they go to South America with the fucking Indians and shit.
Seed and seed.
Ah, I remember that one. Tintin's one of those ones that, like, I read a lot when I was, like, in the library when I was a kid. I like Tintin.
I like Tintin too. I mean, best Tintin? Tintin in Africa.
Very French.
Tintin in Africa.
Tintin in Africa.
See, we were talking about Solomon Kane last night. Like,
Great book of Tarzan Africa.
Yeah, Tarzan and the Lion Men.
The best that, you're right, Burroughs came to satire.
Yeah. I have not read it. Maybe describe why Tarzan and the Lion Man is a fucking excellent book, and I'll just hold it over here.
Well, I can just read an excerpt. I got a great excerpt for you to read.
Okay, like get me an excerpt. Give me an excerpt. That's what you get when you come into this live stream. You're gonna get live Tarzan and the Lion Man readings. And the Edgar Rice Burroughs estate is gonna cut our fucking necks. I don't know, the Edgar Rice Burroughs estate is probably pretty cool. Huh? Rhonda laughed good-naturedly. I'll do my best not to entirely ruin your reputation, Naomi, she promised. Oh, it isn't your fault, explained the other. I don't blame you. One is born with divine afflux, and the other is not. Afflatus, and one is not. That is all there is to it. It is no more your fault that you can't act than it is the fault of that sheik over there that he was not born a white man. What disillusionment that sheik was, exclaimed Rhonda. How so? Asked Blaine. When I was a little girl, I saw Rudolph Valentino on the screen, and brothers, sheiks was sheiks in them days.
Rudolph Valentino.
Rudolph Valentino. Everybody loves Edgar Burroughs. I love Edgar Rice Burroughs. You love Edgar Rice Burroughs. Even if you never read Edgar Rice Burroughs, you love Edgar Rice Burroughs. He's a great classic, but he wrote a lot of stuff. Nice setup and based George. Thanks, man. And the jackhammer came back. Oh boy.
He had more stoop to pummel.
Yeah, more stoop to pummel. I mean, that's the thing. When you come onto this live stream, you're getting full on total reality. I mean, however much your wife says meet at the Barclays, when you're 3 stops away, give her a call. Oh, okay. Ironically, the crappier mic picks up less of the jackhammer. Jackhammer dystopia. Yeah, it's some kind of dystopia.
Coolpad has a better mic than...
Yeah, Coolpad's the best. Cayman Island Holding Company's Technology LLC. You were talking about the Bible last night. You have a favorite scene from the New Testament. I mean, Matthew 6. Go off on Matthew 6.
Take the plank out of your own eye or something like that.
Yeah.
You have as much as you give in, you have nothing.
Do you like,
No.
like these are parables? Or?
No, I get told that all the time when I'm complaining with them, like, oh, take the plank out of your own eye before you fucking try and pick up a piece of dust out of it. Nobody knows where they're getting that from.
Cleansing of the temple is cool. I gotta be honest, I'm not the most up on New Testament stuff because my focus when I was in college was apocalyptic literature. So the most time I've spent with New Testament, a piece of New Testament writing, was Revelation, and I love Revelation. It's one of the only political allegories that I can stand, especially these days, like where we're surrounded by so many like just fucking nasty corporate allegories.
You know? Stuff is much more like hyper text anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's all the same. you know, there's different stories. They're the same story, kind of told from different perspectives.
Yeah, and overlapping, and they're all produced much closer together than texts in the Old Testament. Like, texts in the Old Testament are a real heterogeneous mixture of bizarre, like, genres, and, like, you know, the prophets were essentially, like, writing political screeds against the ruling powers, and then you've got the ruling powers, like, codifying religious laws and ritual behavior for people. Have you ever listened to 666 by Aphrodite's Child? It's a prog rock album from the 70s. It's basically a musical adaptation of Revelations. No, I haven't, but I would really like to listen to that. One of my favorite writers is a guy named Salem Curbin, and he wrote a opera, like an opera for performances in church that was based on Revelations. And I have all the sheet music. My dream is to get somebody to actually produce it again, but I don't know. It's hard to put on a play. Thank you, United We Doth, for the link. Who would be the best candidate for Antichrist? Matt?
Yes.
No, not really. I mean, I don't know. Like, I always liked the Antichrist in Son of Rosemary, the sequel to Rosemary's Baby that Ira Levin wrote like 30 years later in the 90s, like when his you know, his abilities were a little bit on the wane. That's a weird fucking book, man. There's a character in it named Joe Mafia, and I like the Antichrist in that book. Pope Francis for Antichrist? Conceivable, yeah.
I like Nietzsche's Antichrist. You know, pity is the ultimate nihilism.
I mean, but that's not really like I mean, we're talking about like if the prophecies of Revelation come true, and people were like marked with the sign of the beast. You have to be marked with the sign of the beast before you could buy or sell.
That's what my social security number is.
Yeah. I'm not a number. I am a free man.
You are number 6. I am
What? Where am I? In the village. What do you want? Information. Well, you won't get it. By hook or by crook, we will. Who are you? The new number 2. You are number 6. The Antichrist is supposed to be really genial, though, and the Pope is basically a Sith Lord. I mean, really, like, how much more Sith Lord can you get than ruling over an empire, a 1,000-year-old empire of child fucking? I mean, the Sith, at least, they just kill kids. Padme fucks them. Padme fucks the shit out of children. That's what started the whole problem. Destroyed the galaxy. Uncontrolled women's sexuality. Dangerous thing. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. We keep getting little notices telling us to ban people from chat. YouTube is automatically generating them. Lucas was red pilled. George Lucas is a fucking genius.
George Lucas did more red pill the world than anybody. Like, you know, you want to take like a fucking, we're gonna get a fatherless boy, we're gonna like have him be molested by a fucking like older woman.
A beautiful Jewish space princess.
And then you're gonna see what happens. You want to see what happens with that?
Gotta see what happens. What is the whole child effing thing about? It can't be just repressed urge. I mean, are you talking about like in the Catholic Church specifically?
Just in general, like in the world, like, you know.
I mean, I think in the Catholic Church specifically, it's like they've had a vow of celibacy for a long time, and they come out of a Roman milieu. I think that there is a certain tacit Greek understanding of pederasty that has persisted in the Roman Catholic Church, disguised by, you know, the weight of the whole Atlantic and just fucking pure shame.
They want to suck the mana out the asshole.
I think it's more that, like you were talking about how fascism is the result of like frustrated sexuality. You know, that the fucking Catholic Church, you know, has a problem with frustrated sexuality. It comes out in fucking monstrous ways. But it's because it's like one of their big mechanisms of control is controlling people's sexuality. That's why in Protestant or Orthodox churches, hold on. That's why in Protestant or Orthodox churches where priests can be married and have children, it's not really a problem unless in small individual cases. That's true. I mean, anybody can get up to some shady shit, but like the fact that the Catholic structure, like the Catholicism has developed institutional structures to support and contain and abet, you know, the child fucking. That shows that this is something with some history.
Yeah, humans always want what they can't have. You know, that's fucking like when you make the fucking the Nazi treaties and treaties fucking verboten. There's so much more.
Yeah, that which is banned is desirable. And one of the things that people are going to have to wrap their heads around is that with like the ubiquity of the internet, you can't really ban a thought. You can make a thought more difficult to access, but all you do at that point is increase its relative value. You make it seem more correct by the fact that it's been... Alex Jones gained viewers when he got banned off YouTube.
That's going to be the lesson learned with this whole like DC culture thing that's happening right now, that they're going to keep trying to squash things, and they're just going to sort out the sides all over the place.
I have no idea what's in the Vatican secret archives. But you know, like, and this isn't like secret. Catholics like save each other's body parts. Like the saints, like if you get sanctified, yeah. The college that I went to a Catholic college. The Order of the Holy Cross, the Brothers of the Holy Cross. How you doing, man? They were the order that was in charge of my college, and a guy named Andre Bissett got sainted from their order. He lived in Canada, I think, and he got elevated to saint, but he got you know, recognized officially by the Vatican. And they have his fucking pickled heart in a jar. They don't even hide that. You can like go touch his pickled heart jar at some cathedral in yeah, get blessed, get some juju off of the pickled heart. So like, if that's the stuff that they put out in public, I don't want to imagine what they got in the secret archives. They gotta have some fucking fire.
I'm sure you can find $1. You got $1 there. I'll take it.
Lenin should have been pickled. The internet tries really hard to make thoughts unpopular and seeks to make some thinkers into social pariahs. That's not the internet, that's just people. And institutions. Institutions are... that's yours. That's yours. The preserving of the bodies doesn't sound so strange to me. What did he do to get beautified? Find want to smoke for a buck? Yeah, you get that. We're making some deals out here. He got beatified because he could heal the sick. There are many tales of him healing the sick with miraculous ideas. I like the idea of relics too. I find it strange. I'm not trying to hate on Catholicism, but I'm sorry about talking about the molestation thing so hard, because I had a really good education. The Brothers of the Holy Cross really set me up in terms of like literature and theology. We're gonna quit. I mean, I would. Oh, yeah, Matt got raped by a ghost. How did you tell that story?
After another day.
I don't know. Do you guys want to hear that brave confession of how he got raped by the ghost of a white plantation owner? Why do you think the left has abandoned its criticism of corporate consumerism versus the modern crayon drawing of capitalism? Because if they were to critique corporate consumerism, they'd have to critique themselves and the people who are underwriting a lot of their events and campaigns. Because make no mistake, these people don't want you know, they say that they want like an equal, you know, polite public sphere. pickle your blackened lungs when you die, Don. Well, I'm going to die next week if I keep smoking like this, so good luck on the pickling project. I'm trying to get him to quit. I'm going to quit. I'm going to pack a lifesavers. I'm going to do it. But, sorry, what were we talking about there? What was I doing before I got...
You were apologizing to the garage at the hall.
Oh, yeah, I was apologizing for... I'm not trying to hate on the Catholics or the practice of keeping relics or anything, because, like, they also have a really amazing scholastic and theological tradition, and I have a lot of respect for Catholic theology, and a lot of respect for Catholic education, because Catholic education, you know, I've had Catholic education and I've had secular education, and I'll take Catholic education every single fucking day. And nobody laid a finger on me, but I was old as shit and already under, so.
It's like a relic of the Irish monk.
You ever read any Eastern Orthodox literature? I have not. If you have recommendations, please drop them here. Yeah, Deadware knows what I'm talking about. Catholic education is the fucking bomb. Nihilism, Seraphim Rose. Pity is the ultimate nihilism. Everybody's on a Nietzsche tip this year. That's how I know 2019 is going to be good. I'll meet everybody. Catholic schools out here do my brothers a lot of good. The nuns have supported us through a suicide in the family. That's amazing. I have a lot of respect for women who take on that lifestyle. I knew a woman who was going into the sisterhood when I was at my Catholic college. And, yeah, I have a lot of respect for people who devote themselves to that. I mean, I have a lot of respect for priests, too. And, you know, the child molestation thing is just so fucking bad, man. And it's like, you know, it's, you don't want to, like, tar a whole big old institution.
Human beings have that problem.
Human beings have that problem. Japan has that problem pretty bad. Japan has that problem pretty bad. That knows, because
they've evolved past it. They just make it into fucking anime. They've viewed a metatextual art form out of it.
They have made art out of it, which sort of defangs it a little bit. I mean, I don't know. There's some fucked up sex crimes that happen in Japan, though.
We actually have a good article about that. We have a Kumiko Yamada letter to the UN.
Yeah, we have a letter from a woman who's, I think, associated with the Japanese Minister of Culture. And the UN was trying to ban the sale of pornographic manga. And she wrote a letter to the UN saying, no, this is how many women make their living, is by doing these like violent and sexual mangas. So if you want to help, this is supposed to be a women's rights thing, if you want to support the rights of women writers, you should support the rights of violent lolicon mangakas. You want your society to just like function like a nice little clock? Get you some fucking waifus, man. That's what this country needs. That's what SoHo needs. Fucking needs a little bit of waifus. Just like release some of the pressure around here.
They got waifus. They're just fucking bought full time.
I'm pretty sure that's the natural state of femininity, Dead, where it's just being warped, twisted, and ignored. It's so weird that you can have a conversation on the internet that's totally normal, and then you have it in public, and it becomes like this questionable thing. Yeah, Zadley CSG. thoughts on Eggy. I haven't really watched him. I think he's an interesting guy. I know he's on. I think he did a Kickstarter TV. I'm looking forward to seeing it. What do you think about Samuel Beckett? Talk about wonder shows. Samuel Beckett, wonder shows. I don't really have anything intelligent to say about Samuel Beckett or wonder shows. Did Eggy quit? Like he quit YouTube? Feds tapped him on the shoulder for fucking what?